Here we go with our second tutorial. We're going to again search up our class, double click on the class and go to the metric template. This is the tutorial for the candle shade. So the last one was the base, this one's the polypropylene shade. Two-finger click, open with AutoCAD. Just like last time, 2 steps to start with, Command Shift S to save, and we're going to call this Michael Fraser Candle Shade, and I'm calling this 003. I know I've already made a couple of tests, and I'm going to save. And then I'm going to add a label to the drawing so it's easy for me to find, and it's easy for Mr. Mike to work with later. This is okay. So let's try that label once more. Click and drag. I'm going to change my font size to 10. And Michael Fraser Candle Shade. Oh, class 10 DP1. And again, I'm going to put my color in. I'm printing mine in white, so I'll put white in. The colors for propylene are a bit more restricted, so you'll need to check that out before you choose a color. And then I'm going to put down to lock that in place. Just zoom back in. I know that's coming off the edge, so we'll just move it down, and then we'll move it right a bit. Right, we're going to start with a rectangle for the base of our triangle. So the base of our candle shade. So we're going to start by typing in rectangle, and our corner point is 0, 0, 0, and then we're going to drag our rectangle. Now I'm just going to shoot across to my calculator. The size of the circle, the radius was 40, so the diameter is 80. I'm going to times that by pi, 3.14 equals. Now, last time I did this, I did it exactly to the right size, and it was slightly too tight. So this time I'm going to make it 253. But I'm also going to add a little bit of extra to that. So my final size is going to be 253 plus 10. So 263 is the size of my rectangle. Drag back to here. Probably just going to have to start that again. 0, 0, drag, and we're going 263, 90, and that's the size for our rectangle. Now I'm just going to draw some lines in here. So L for line. Oh, try that again. L, line, and we're going to start. Just turn the grid snap on. Start here. Draw down. We need 4 lines. Each line is on top of the existing lines that make up the rectangle. This last one we need to be a little bit more careful with. We turn out that snap off. Specify the first point. We can drag down, and then we can drag a line through here. Great. We've got our 4 lines, and now we need to move them. So I click on this. I'm just going to unclick this before I move. Click on this line, type move. Click and drag. We're moving this line down 20 millimeters. We're taking the bottom line, and we're moving that up 26. We're taking the end line, we're clicking down at that, and we're moving it in 5, and then we're going to take the other end line, click on that, and we're going to move that in 5 as well. That gives us the 4 corners for our little circles. So we grab our circle, zoom in here, we're going to turn our snap back on, click and drag. Our circle is diameter radius 1.7. So up arrow to drag up the circle tool again, 1.7. 1.7, and one more to go, 1.7. So that gives us the basic shape for our shade. I'm going to go through and just delete these two lines out because they're going to get in my way. And then last of all, I'm going to put in my pattern. Now for my pattern, I actually want to keep things pretty simple. I'm just going to use circles, but you can get really creative and do something a bit more imaginative because you'll have a little more time than me. So I'm going to drag a circle of radius, let's say 6, and then I'm going to move that. This is going to be my top left-hand circle, so I just want it to be sitting there. And then I'm going to use the tool called Array. So I've clicked on the circle and I'm typing Array. And I want a rectangular array. And this is where I can just drag probably 3 circles that way. You can also see that you can change the number of circles up here. Maybe go 10 that way. And then you can take this group here and slide it to change the spacing. So just slide that till the spacing looks good. And then we take this group here and we slide this one down. Now you might be able to see over in the Properties Inspector on your toolbar that you can also change the row spacing here. So if you need to fine tune it, you can fine tune it here, 23. Oops. Get it to 23. There we go. Maybe a little larger. We want it to have a little bit of extra support at the bottom compared to the top. So that's too much. 26. That'll do us. Right, so that's looking good. We're just going to go through and delete out the lines we don't need. And then we're going to save. So Command-Shift-S, Candle Shade 003, save that, replace it. And then remember last time, same as before, we need to save it as a DXF. So DXF, there, save. Actually, I've misled you. There's one thing you need to do before you save it as a DXF. You need to click and drag, and you need to type the command explode, XPLO, explode. And then we're going to explode everything, explode all, just keep selecting these. So now we can go and save it as a DXF. What that's done is it's separated all those circles out so they're individual, they're not any longer connected to the array. So Command-Shift-S, Candle Shade 003, DXF, save that, replace that. Okay, so that's the end of our tutorial. Sorry to rush through it, hopefully that'll get you started. Excellent.